Well, hello, everyone. God bless you. God bless you. It is so good to be with you. Today, we want to share some things with you today that I think you're going to really, really, really enjoy. We want to make sure that we can help you in your life today. And so we're so excited about what we want to share with you today. I'm Larry Jackson, as many of you know, Bishop Larry Jackson. And so got something I want to share with many of you that may have needs in your life. And we're finding out that there are a lot of people dealing in their bodies with a lot of different things, pains and chronic pains and such as that. And so we have an opportunity to share with you how you can now possibly get free of a lot of those things. But let me give you a few statistics from the CDC. The CDC indicates that 51.6 million adults in the United States, or 20.9% of the population, experience chronic pain. That is a lot of people experiencing chronic pain. Of those people that's experiencing, of the 51.6 million people that's experiencing chronic pain, 17.1 million of them, they're having high impact chronic pain. What is that? That's chronic pain that is limiting your daily activities, limiting your daily activities. Now, in the National Institute of Health, the NIH, they found that there is 52.4 new cases of chronic pain every year. 52.4% of the population, man, is a lot of people again. 61.4 of the people who report chronic pain report that the pain lasts a year, that it went from year to year. And so that is an amazing thing. So we find that, and what is really interesting to me, being Black African American, Black African Americans are experiencing more chronic pain than anyone. And that is an amazing thing. And we're finding that this pain is showing up in these areas of back, hip, knee, foot, all of those kinds of things. Now, that's not even talking about the different diseases that we are dealing with, that is causing us to be limited in our lives as well. All of the different diseases that we're facing. Now, so I'm only talking to you right now about chronic pain. And so there are a lot of people that's dealing with this. And if you know someone who's dealing with chronic pain, you might want to tell them really quick to jump on this live stream so that they can listen to this awesome product that can help change all of that in their lives. And so in order to do that, I want to share with you some testimonies of people that have gone through some things, and they have seen that their life have changed. How did their life change? Through this product right here. This product is called X39. It's from LifeWave, and it is an amazing product that helps you reactivate your stem cells in your system. Your own stem cells go back to work to now help you. It looks like this is a patch just about the size of a quarter that you literally put on the back of your neck or on your stomach, where you actually can put it anywhere, but that's where the case studies were done. And so this little patch reactivates your stem cells without any chemicals, without any drugs, without any stimulants, without anything going from the patch through to your body into your system. Nothing is in the patch except nanocrystals, and these nanocrystals actually reflect the light from your body that's coming from your body back into your body in a waveform, in a wave that now turns on your stem cells and also your copper peptides. And so this has been phenomenal. My wife was diagnosed in 2008 with MS. And when we were diagnosed with that, we have gone through every kind of thing that we can think about. We've gone through infusions, we've gone through shots, we've gone through all of those things, but nothing worked as fast as her putting on this little patch. This little patch, she put it on, and in a day or so, she was seeing a change in her body. And after a month of wearing the patches, her energy level and her mental clarity had returned, because she thought she had to live with brain fog her whole life. She said, I thought that was going to be my new normal. And then after about 5 to 6 weeks of wearing this one little patch, she said, I don't have brain fog anymore. I can see clearly now, as you remember the song. But she said, I definitely can. I know this was the patch, because that's the only thing that we have done different. And as a result of that, doing that way, Lord, this has been a blessing. And so she is wearing the patches. I wear the patches. I wear the patches for my own self. But listen, I found out that it had regulated my blood pressure, where I could not do anything to get my blood pressure in line. This one little patch, wearing it for about 6 weeks, all of a sudden, my blood pressure is now normal. When I take my blood pressure readings now, they are normal. And that is just phenomenal. But I'm not here to tell you everything about me and my wife. I want you to hear from some people that have also experienced this little patch, X39 patch, and how it has tremendously changed their lives. And so I'm going to bring on camera with me Apostle. I'm going to bring on Apostle Don and Lisa Craddock. They are apostles in the Petersburg, Virginia area. And I just want Lisa especially to tell you her story about what happened when she wore this patch. So, Lisa, will you come on, tell us what happened? How you doing, first of all?
I'm doing great, Bishop. Thank you so much for having me. You know, for the last over 25 years, I had been having debilitating migraines,
Mm,
and I had had 2 strokes
wow.
um, from migraines, induced migraines.
Mm,
I was on Imitrex shots. I was on Amavic shots. I was on Topamax pills. I had taken Botox, and
mm,
the Botox I couldn't even finish the Botox because I had a reaction to it.
mm,
I was on Narivo, and the Narivo is it's where they put a
TNS unit.
a TENS unit on you, and you can see the imaging in your brain
mm-hmm,
of how much pain that you have.
mm-hmm,
It shoots the imagery of that. And
mm.
I was also on May 1st, I was supposed to start where they put a nerve block on both sides of my brain.
Wow.
And from that point, I just did not want it. I was just crying out to God, God, you have to send something. You have to send me something that can work. I
Mm-hmm,
was so tired. I was sick and tired of being in so much pain. I had been in debilitating pain where I was in the bed more than I was out of the bed. And I
mm,
was just sick of it. And from that point, I had one of my spiritual daughters came over. She said, can I come over and pat you?
mm.
And when she came over with this little bitty patch, looked like a band-aid,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was at that point, I was at a debilitated state. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't take the light in my eyes. I
Wow.
couldn't take noise.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't take anything. And at that point, I had surgery on my arm.
Wow.
And from all the tension that I was having, my back was hurting, or my legs were hurting because I was always tensed up from the pain. And when she put that patch on me,
Mm,
Bishop, I tell you, it was just like the hand of God had touched me.
mm,
My eyes opened. And
mm.
this all happened in within 2 minutes. My left eye opened, my right eye opened.
So
And it
you
was
were
like I could
actually
take the light in.
so you were actually in the bed when she came
No, I was laying on the couch
on the couch.
when
Okay.
her and her husband came in. Yes, I was sitting back on the couch with my feet kicked up
Okay.
and just relaxed at a relaxed state.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came in and she put that patch on me, I tell you, it was nothing short of a miracle.
Mm,
That patch, it opened up my eyes. My eyes could take in light.
mm,
I tell you, the noise levels, I could take in the noise.
mm,
And next thing I know, my neck was moving.
mm,
And I
mm.
was like, what is in this patch? And next thing you know, I was smiling. I wasn't frowned up because I couldn't take in the light. And
Right.
before she could even get out of my driveway, I was out of pain.
Wow.
My mic with my left arm just to keep my mic up to my mouth. And from that point, I tell you, Bishop, I was so excited to be out of pain, for one, and to be able to take my arm up and move it without me having to hold it up, without me having to just be in excruciating pain. I
Right.
was really, really excited. So I called back to my doctor and I told them I don't want to take
Nerve block.
the nerve blocks. I
Mhm.
want to give, I want to stop the nerve block process right now
Right.
because I think I found something that's going to be able to work for me. And so
Tremendous.
I'm just super excited. I'm super excited about what's going on. I'm not having all these headaches. I was having 15 to 20 headaches, migraine headaches a month.
Mm.
And I'm not in that pain anymore like that. So I'm thankful. Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you, Apostle. But
Yes.
you shared something with me as well. You said that you had never really experienced your wife without dealing with pains. Talk about that.
That is absolutely correct. First of all, just thank you for this opportunity to share, because people need to hear about this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to preface this by saying I am in ministry. The name of my ministry is Rivers of Living Water Healing Ministries. So
Mm-hmm.
healing is a mandate that's on my life,
Mm-hmm.
that God put on my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been married to this woman for almost 23 years now. I cannot remember a day,
Mm-hmm.
not one, where she wasn't in some kind of pain.
Yeah.
Mm.
And for you, first of all, to be a husband and you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
To be a minister, you believe the word of God, you stand on the word of God and you pray, but you don't see nothing happening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To do that over that amount of time and
Yeah.
to watch with my own eyes
Mm-hmm.
within 2 minutes of putting this patch on my wife,
Yeah.
she was out of pain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I believe God gave this man, who is a man of God, the founder, Ken Smith, I believe he gave him that. David Smith gave him that. I believe it came straight from God. And I believe her prayer was answered when she said, God, you can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can send something this way. And to watch her be able to smile and enjoy life and not be in pain,
Mm-hmm.
it's a blessing. It's just a tremendous blessing. And I just thank God for the product. I thank God for the man of God that founded it, that shared it. And we just want to share it with people because our heart says you don't have to live like that. You don't have to be in that pain. You know, you don't have to suffer like that. God has given us something to change that. So yes.
And that was
absolutely.
definitely my prayer. God, send somebody. You can give somebody a witty invention.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
God, because you heal different kinds of ways. However you want to do it, just do it.
And he did it.
And he did it.
And he did it.
And that's what I'm hearing and seeing. It's amazing how many people that we have talked to that prayed first.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, you know, they on our heart and we show up with this technology. And
absolutely.
Here is an opportunity for you to get free of the things that are holding you. And again, we want to make sure that you know we're not diagnosing, treating, preventing any disease. We can't say that. We're not doing that. But we can tell you about what we've seen and heard. You see,
Amen.
And
Amen.
and what we've seen is that this technology, this X39 LifeWave technology works. That's what we've
Amen.
seen. We've seen that
Amen.
this little pack, you coming in this little pack and this little product that you put on the back of your neck or on your body, it actually works. And so what would you say real quick to somebody out there that say, hey, listen, I've been looking for something. What would you say to them real quick and let you go?
Well, Bishop, let me get mine in too, because she ain't the only one that patch helped.
Come on, sir.
Amen. 9 months ago, I went to the doctor. The doctor said I was on pre-diabetes.
Yeah.
Tell me I need to change my way of eating. Took my blood pressure, they examined my blood and my LD, whatever, the things that were high, the bad cholesterol. So I go back to the doctor 6 months ago. 6 months ago. The doctor is looking in my record, and he's looking at my numbers, and he says, wow, you've been working really hard. The only thing I probably worked hard at is eating more of those caramel creams than I needed to. I didn't change anything. But he's looking at my records and he's saying, let me check to see what it was, what kind of medication I put you on to bring your numbers down so much. He didn't put me on no medication.
Wow.
There was no medication. The only different thing that I did was I wore the patch.
My goodness.
And this guy was so excited. He called my wife. Said, you really need to reward him because he's been working really hard. So I took that.
Yeah.
And I used that. And it was awesome. The patches helped me as well. So I would say to anybody out there, you know, before you do anything, give this thing a chance.
Yeah.
Just try it. It's not gonna cost you anything to try it.
Yeah.
And I believe it's going to change your life.
I do too.
Yep. We'll let you try it for free.
For free.
Try it for free. That's right. Try it for yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Try it for yourself and see that it will work.
Yeah. That's so good. Because a lot of people will, you know, they've been so brainwashed by the industry, especially the pharmaceutical industry, that if it is not a pill and a doctor didn't prescribe it, then they don't want to deal with it. And that can hinder you when you got something as serious as this. And so many people are being changed and blessed by this product. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Okay.
We're patching for life.
Yes, right. Patching for life.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was serious. I'm telling you, and I have several more here that I want to share with you. But that when you have somebody that's been in pain that long, and in minutes it is gone, you know, that's worth sharing. That's shouting from the rooftop. Shouting from the rooftop. Some of you might say, well, how do I get a hold of this? Well, you can go right here to this website. You can grab that website, take a screenshot of that. You can go to that website and you can see a video that's there on that website. But you can also, on that website, you can fill in your information and send it to me, and we will give you some patches to wear. They're free. We will send you some free patches to wear so that you can experience this for yourself. Okay. All right. So take note of that. Write that down. It is the youthpatch.com/Larry Jackson. Okay. So listen, I want to bring another awesome testimony to you right now. Carla, I'm going to bring you up to talk right now. And hey there. Hey, Fillmore, how you doing?
How are you doing, Bishop?
How you doing, Bishop?
I'm doing well. It is so good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
I want you to listen, just jump in. Man, you got so much. You know, if we start with you, we might be on here until this evening. You know?
Pretty much. That's true.
That's right.
Patches galore for 24.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So, Carla, I wanted to start with you. So tell me who introduced you to this, and then how did you, what was going on in your life?
Well, I'd say for about 20 years, I've been praying for an answer to rheumatoid arthritis and degenerative spinal disease. You know, I was active, athlete. I would run, go to the gym 7 days a week. And somewhere in my end of my 30s, I started having a lot of aches and pains after the last child. And they told me, oh, you know, you have rheumatoid arthritis. And they gave me all these meds, and the meds, you know, they kind of barely covered it, you know. So it was a lot of, you know, ibuprofen, Tylenol, you know, trying to kind of quell that pain. And also during that time, I learned that my spine was not the best spine. They said, you have a spine of a 93-year-old. I was like, oh my goodness, So I started, trying to do natural things. And I started doing natural things, aerobics, swimming, acupuncture. But by the time I had hit 50, I had an accident at work, and I fractured my sacrum.
Wow.
Yeah, I fell back on a chair, from a chair onto the marble floor or cement floor. So after that, nothing was working. And my surgeon pulled me out of school and said, you can't wait until these kids are out of school and graduate. You got to come now and get this surgery, because it was getting worse and worse. The nerve pain on a chart of 10, 15. Very disabling. Had to pull aside if I was driving. I finally had to have my husband take me to work back and forth, because I had to be on these pain meds in order to even teach all day. Okay.
Right.
I'm a teacher of 30 years, and I love what I do, but my ailments were beginning to just overcome me. And by the time I was in my, 2017, I had my first fusion, 20. And then guess what? In 3 years, less than 3 years, the problem climbed right up my back. All my vertebrae were dealing with flat tires. There was no cushion, no disc. So bone on bone. And then he also told me that you have a mirror image problem in your neck. It's for C-spine. You have the same exact issue. So I'm like, oh my God. So these surgeries, although they solved some things, they messed up other things.
So you near wheelchair.
Yes.
You near debilitating. I gotta somebody got to take care of me.
I had to take a year off from school. And then I, because of that, I lost some income, it was terrible, then I kind of got myself together and I said, okay, I can assist in the classroom. I can't teach 6 straight classes, 90 minutes, this to all that. I can't do that. My surgeon was like, no.
Right.
So he put me in kind of half time. And then, we tried to make me come in gingerly, but I was in a lot of pain every day. I took that pain, I was in a lot of pain every day. And I used a cane, I had walker first, then used a cane for a very long time, and thought, okay, well, maybe it'll get better. Didn't. 2020, I'm walking down the hallway in my high school, and I start listening to the right, and my leg went right out from under me.
Jesus.
And I said, oh my God, it's back. Because that was the sign that I had when I had that surgery before.
Okay.
Before I had that surgery, my left leg went out.
Yeah.
And then the nerve pain began to be just ridiculous. I mean, you can't operate with nerve pain. When you have nerve pain, it stops you right in your tracks, like lightning going through your body. Okay. So finally, I went and got this surgery, not like I really wanted to, but he was like, well, if you can't deal with the pain anymore, you're going to have to get it done. So I cannot tell you, because after this period of time, I had to stop working, retired 30 years, wonderful career, but I could have worked a little bit more. I retired at 52, and I could have definitely worked longer, but my back, And along with that, I had systemic chronic aching in every joint, like my hands every day, they were swollen, and I couldn't hardly write. I couldn't do a fist. I can't open up any tops. So that's the rheumatoid portion.
Yeah.
And while I was getting well from my back issue, they diagnosed me with lupus and fibromyalgia on top of everything else.
Oh my God. So now we got autoimmune in here.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
3 of them. So and I said the same thing as you did, Bishop. This is crazy. And I said, Lord, please, I feel like I'm still young and I really want to do things. I have so much skill. I want to write a book. Please rescue me from this pit of darkness I'm in. This illness, all these illnesses felt in me.
Yeah.
The devil is a liar.
Yeah.
So I just kept praying and just believing that something is going to come along and I'm going to have a break and I'm going to stop every day chronically hurting. I'm talking about every day, Pastor. Not, sometimes I had a little ache in my, no, every single day. Challenging to get out of my bed and go to the bathroom in the morning because I had so much pain.
So the statistics I gave earlier about chronic pain, you've lived that year after year. So so
Day
so
after day.
so okay, good. So now, how did you get these patches and what happened?
Well, my uncle had heard, an uncle Joseph Thomas from
Hmm.
Richmond.
Yes.
He had heard that I was not doing well. He heard
Okay.
that he knew Phil had had 2 years of terrible sickness, and he'll tell you all about that. But he recommended those patches, and we said, well, what do we have to lose? Uncle Joe said that he was having difficulty walking. He was beginning to bend over and kind of have to use a cane. I'm like, that's not the Uncle Joe that I know and love. The Uncle Joe I know and love is full of life and
Right.
very, always in good health and jumping around. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I did not know that. And he said, well, listen, y'all are 25 some years younger than us. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go
Right.
down that road. He said, I'll send you these patches. He said, these patches will stimulate your stem cells and trying to kick them in the butt and get them going so that you can get your healing. And I do believe that we have everything we need according to life and godliness.
That's
We
right.
have everything we need to heal ourselves. God
Exactly.
has made an amazing body, but
Yep.
with the things that we're doing with technology and potential for forever chemicals, damaging things in our food, we even got
Yep.
fake food going on. We're just taking in all this negative stuff, and every cell is absorbing it.
Exactly.
So if every cell is absorbing that, then it's sluggish, slow, or dead. It's
Yep.
not doing anything.
That's right.
And so God bless us in this environment, where they okay chemicals that Europe does not. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went ahead, and the first time I kid you not, the first time I put on the X39 and the Ice Wave, my pain went from an 8 to 0.
No, come on.
Nope. I'm not kidding you. I can't think of a pill or potion that I would have tried in the last 20 years to get rid of this back pain that would immediately take the pain away. Like it just wasn't. And
Wow.
not only that, but I took the patch for that week, just the first week, no joint pain at all. That joint pain was rivaling my back pain. It was like, who's worse?
Right.
Who's worse?
Right.
Taking me out. I cut all my social activities off for about 5 years. I did nothing but stay in my house, curled up with my warm blanket.
Come
I had an
on.
electric blanket. I couldn't even control my temperature. I had Raynaud's syndrome. I
Mm.
get gray fingertips and
Yeah.
gray toes because I could not. Even with the patch has healed my difficulty with temperature. I don't even turn that blanket on anymore. I'm not cold anymore when I should not be cold. When it's normal
Wow.
temperature and everybody else is like, you're cold. And
Yeah.
I used to be freezing. So I mean, that it took me down from 6.7 to 5.7 for diabetes. And I have been trying to get down to 5 something forever. And it just would love to linger around 6.7. My doctor called me and said, what are you doing? Because you're finally down in the 5s. You're doing real
Yeah.
good. Keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing. I said, I'm doing the patch. I'm doing this patch,
Yeah.
X39, and it is stimulating my stem cells, and they are kicking butt. They are going all over and doing
And the
what they need to do.
only thing you did was put on this little patch right
I
here.
put on the patch, and
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, people. You
Come
don't have
on.
anything to lose.
Hey, look. Hey,
Anything
look.
you want to be in pain for the rest
You
of
didn't
your
have to
life.
you didn't have to take a pill.
I
You
didn't have
didn't
to
have
have surgery with
you didn't have to have
hands
surgery.
all
You
the way
didn't
to
have
my
to drink
body,
no
cutting
portion.
everything up.
All you did was put on a patch.
Put the patch on.
Wow. My goodness. Tremendous. So Phil.
It was literally a miracle.
It
There's
is.
no way. Because
No,
we're
you
talking
look.
years and years of pain and serious disabilities that people don't realize. Rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, they can end you.
No question.
Because if you get that in your organs and they
Yeah.
just shut down, they just shut down and give up.
Well, people look at us sometimes when we patch them, especially when we put the ice waves on them. They look at us like we've done a miracle. It's like like what do you do to me? So it has that effect. So
It
Phil,
does.
tell us you got to tell us your short version because you got come on.
Praise God. I just thank him for all the healing that's taking place in my body. For the last 2.5 years, I've been wheelchair bound, power wheelchair bound, or on my scooter or my scooter, or rollator trying to get around because of the pain and the loss of mobility.
Mm-hmm.
You had over 30 falls.
I had
Wow.
several falls. I had 8 falls in April of last year, and put me in the hospital. And it was just one thing after the other, just going wrong. And I was standing in the hospital, and all they could do for me was give me more medication. They had me on 17 pills in the morning and 9 in the evening and 3 at
Wow.
night and 5 insulins. And
Five insulins?
5 insulins, 3 at bed at mealtime, 1 at bedtime, and 1 in the morning.
Wow.
And I was a walking pharmacy, and it just was horrific. And the amount of money you spend on all these medications,
Yes.
and them trying the different medications and going from one to another and another, and you just got to keep up with it and keep pushing these pills.
Yeah.
Well, 5 weeks ago, I was back in the hospital again with debilitating pain in my legs and couldn't do anything. And Uncle Joe was saying to Carl and I, you got to try these patches. I'm like, patches? I'm taking all these pills and it ain't doing nothing for me. They give me more oxy, and all it's doing was making me sleep. It wasn't taking the pain away.
It's just putting you out.
As soon as I woke up, the pain was still there, and it was more aggressive. So, I'm like, let me try these patches and see what this is all about. And I tried the X39 and the Ice Wave, just like Carla said, and all of a sudden I said,
I said,
I
Phil,
feel
you're not
better.
complaining about your leg anymore. You all right? How's your leg doing? Oh, he forgot.
I said,
he was just doing. I was like, wow, you really like walking and move. I'm like, what's up? You okay? And he was like, I don't have it anymore.
Wow.
And it was like a new me. It was a new me. And we knew stem cell therapy was good because we did the natural thing a couple years ago.
Yeah, we got some shots. $5,000
$5,000 for stem cell shots.
Patches about $3 a day. $5,000 per shot.
They were localized in the knee.
Yeah.
So
and mine in the back.
And it went in, did its thing for about 3 weeks, and then it was done. And the doctors talked to the doctor. What do we do now?
Yeah.
Oh, you get more shots.
You need another stem cell shot.
At a discount because you already started the treatment, and you got a discount of $4,700. I'm like, what in the world do you think we made of?
Right.
Oh, no question.
And it only helped the one area that they put the needle
Mine
in.
didn't work at all.
That's right.
And then Uncle Joe came up with these stem cell patches that help the whole body.
The whole body. Yeah.
The whole body.
And not to cut you off, but that's the interesting thing about this is that thinking about the fact that our stem cells are already in us, but because of aging, they stop functioning at the same level they were when we were a child. And just to matter of fact, science said that this could not happen. So we know that David Smith, who came up with this technology, had to hear from heaven. That's the only thing we can say, because science said it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
So how many medications you got off of?
I've gotten off of 3 of them so far, and I'm getting off of more.
Yeah, the pulmonary. I mean,
The
he's got so
pulmonary-
many good reports. Like the pulmonary people are like, "Wow, you're
You-
doing so much better.
Your lungs are doing so much better."
Yeah.
And it's like,
You used to hear him breathing. You shouldn't hear people breathe.
No.
They should just do it.
Yeah.
And you used to hear him breathing. He had congestive heart failure, all those things. They said all his numbers are looking great.
And so Phil, how many weeks now?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. So what's going to happen in 10?
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you might see me in a couple months and not recognize me. You might think I'm, it's 8th grade or something.
Oh, no question.
These things are taking it back. I'm already, you know what? I'm walking up hills.
Come
now.
on.
I could not even walk hardly with a cane and get in the car.
From the car to the house.
To the doctor.
And now she's taking the dog
now
on
I'm
the walk.
walking my puppy.
Oh, come on.
And my puppy is strong. Okay.
Wow. See,
I can't, this is such a paradigm shift. There's just, it's completely insane.
And that's all we're trying to tell people. You need to take a shot at this because it can help your life so much. There is one doctor to every 8 people in America. One doctor for every 8. When you look at the world, there's one doctor per 100.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the sickest nation on the planet.
Cancer is the highest here.
Yeah, that's right. And so here
compared to Europe.
Here we got all these doctors, but we're not living healthy.
Well.
So we need alternatives. And so here is an alternative, which is called X39 patch.
To Dave Schmidt. I'm thankful. So thankful.
And look, I'm thinking for David too, and so this
shows you don't give up because God is a God of creativity.
That's right.
And invention. Of course, He invented the entire world, the universe. So don't give up because we have something to give too. We can give health to people and they can hold it in their hand and patch it on their body.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
and that's the big thing. That's the big thing I see is letting people know what it's doing for me.
Yeah.
And we've had successful people getting involved in the business because they see what it's done for us.
Yeah.
And we spread that news, putting a light in the valley, in the village.
Yeah.
Letting it be seen that and not keeping it to ourselves. I mean, it'd be easy to feel good and just keep it to myself.
I can't.
Right.
But God won't let me.
Yeah.
He said, spread that news.
This is what's amazing again is again, we've got something that works. So I never feel bad about sharing it.
Right.
Because it works.
It works.
If I was giving somebody something and then I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I hope this worked for you. But when I give the patches to people, I know something's gonna happen. You're gonna experience something.
Yeah.
And
total confidence in it.
That's right. So it's a total level of confidence. So I don't have to worry about it. And even if I'm talking to them about the business side, it's no problem because I know what I have worked. So guys, listen, thank you so much for sharing. We needed to hear this. We're going to put this out far and wide. And I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Thank you, Phil. Hey, look, we got
some Charlotte connections. We're going to send you away too.
Come on, man. Look, we're here to handle them. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but that is an amazing testimony. Listen, if you want to get some patches, free patches, all you got to do is do that website that's right there on your screen right now, theyouthpatch.com. There's a video on there that you can look at. And once you fill out the form and hit the text button, the text has come in and we'll send you out some patches so you can try for yourself. And we're sending them to you for free. There is no cost to that. Okay. Now, listen, I've got somebody I want to bring on now that has such an amazing testimony. It's just gonna blow your brain off. I'm telling you, what God is doing with this man is tremendous. And so, listen, I'm not going to take much more time because we want to get this in. So, Wendell, God bless you, man. I got you on screen, but I don't see your face. I saw your beautiful face in the back when you were back there in the back. But where is you? Where? There you
Yeah,
go. There you go. There you go. So how you
yeah,
doing, bro?
man. I appreciate the fact that I got an overcast here. The internet is going in and out, and I even got a car to come up. I rode up the street just to. I want people need to know about this, and I
Yeah,
want to thank you for giving me the opportunity.
no
Well, the
problem.
reason I'm on is to share with you that little bitty patch he's talking about that changed my way of living. It
Mm,
really did. I was excited about it, and the reason I said it because in 2011 and 2018 and 2022 with the overseeing of doctors and medical physicians and everything, I had three major strokes. And
yeah.
during that time that I had the strokes, I had bone-on-bone knee pain.
Mm,
So I was that candidate that was talking about getting injection of stem cells in your knee.
mm-hmm.
Well, I did it. I had to because I was in so much pain, but it cost me $3,500, like you were saying earlier. But that was back in 2010 or
Yeah,
11, you
right.
know. So when I had that, that was the deal. Now, 2 years later, they want to give me another one, and that costs 5,000 to 7,000. Now,
Oh my God.
that turned me around to go ahead and say, I'm gonna go ahead and have a knee surgery. Now,
Mm.
lo and behold, I had a full replacement of my right knee, which is on my weak side of the body I had the strokes on.
So you had the stroke on that side, and you had to have the knee replacement on that side.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
come on.
Now, after the knee surgery, again, I was just so happy to get it over with, but it was hard for rehabbing because of the strokes, and it's on the same side.
Right.
You know, you have strokes, your brain has to connect to your knees and muscles. But anyway, um, after I did that, I just revisited just now. I saw what I went through. Um, I felt all the pain again that's coming on me. I said, get rid of it, get out of here.
That's
But
right.
anyway, after the surgery, things it did go well. That's all I got to
Mm,
say. I had the
okay.
new. I had to go back to the doctor. I told him I'm in too much pain. What's going on? He told me everything looked good. Now you go to figure. After I put all my trust and hope in the doctors, my knee is now, even today, is on recall, y'all. You hear me? My knee replacement recall. So then I figured that's why I had the pain. Well,
Right.
I got introduced to this patch. I wanted some relief. And your wife,
Yes.
and she came up to Richmond, Virginia. That really impressed me. The fact that she drove from Charlotte, North Carolina to Richmond to patch me because she knew
Mm-hmm.
what I was going through. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm not only dealing with the knee pain, I'm dealing with the strokes. I'm
Yeah.
taking medicine, blood thinners. I'm taking all the medicine you can name because it's trying to help me maintain, not get me better, maintain so I wouldn't have another stroke.
That's
Well,
right.
so why I had two more anyway.
Mm,
So she patched me up for my knee pain. And I have to admit, I told her I was that skeptic. Okay, I tried. I didn't feel anything. So all I can remember is when I got up to leave. When I got up to leave, I said, wait a minute. Something's happened here. I
yeah.
said, pain that I felt every time that I stood up was so excruciating. I didn't even want to get up. I would tell everybody to go do what they're gonna do wherever I would be because I didn't want to get up.
Right.
And when I got up and I didn't feel it, I said, "Baby, I didn't feel any pain. Go get that. Go get some of those patches." It was so phenomenal to me that I even called you all up and said, "I want to patch about it. I want to tell all my friends about this who's in
That's right.
pain."
That's
Well,
right.
there to pass everybody up at the party, my wife turned to me. Now, remember, you all, I had three major strokes, and what caused my strokes was AFib.
Mm,
AFib caused my strokes.
mm,
So I had to go to the cardiologist all the time to show him my EKGs, things like that, to show him how my heart was doing. So
right.
as she asked me, how's your AFib doing? I said, wow. Just like I heard other testimony, you didn't know it because you didn't think about it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
think about it 4 and 5 times a day. And when you got 4 and 5 times,
Wow.
you get a headache, you're out of breath, you just
Yeah.
don't feel like you washed up. You just like a rag,
Come
Well,
on.
she asked me about how was I doing. I said, let me go check. And I went to check another EKG. My heart began to get in rhythm, y'all. Let me tell you something. That really convinced me totally because all I wanted was a better quality of life.
Good life. Yeah.
The major thing here is I'm talking to you now and telling you my history. I couldn't talk to you like this 5 months ago or
That's right.
6 months. I couldn't. I've been on patch now for 5 months.
That's right.
We're going on 6, I'm sorry. And I've seen phenomenal things. The keloid from my surgery is flattened out. My skin got better. I said, what? My heart is beating. And the cardiologist asked, what are you doing? And I said, look, I even got patches on right now. He
Yeah.
said, what are you doing? Patch right now? Yeah. Can y'all
Yeah.
see it? Okay. He said,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Use this patch. He said, I need to know more about this. I said, you sure will, and I'm going to make sure you get it. Because we need to understand this it's not medicine.
Right.
It's life
Right.
changing. And I
Right.
want a better quality of life. Now you got to remember this. Now, after all these doctors having strokes, you got neurologists, medical occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. I'm speaking to you from speech therapy, and they're telling me, "Wow, how in the world could they look like that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Upset with me because she couldn't understand me. I was getting upset with her because she couldn't understand what I was saying. But
Yeah.
anyway. I recently just took a neurology test, and I just recently took the occupational therapy test. Now they have gauges they go by, and they wanted me to get to it. I tested out when I first started at 48 and went to a 52, and she said, I need you to be 56. Now, in that world, all you might know about it, in that world, I don't know what that really means, but I know it's a lot of work. So I worked to get to 56. And when I took it again, I ended up at 55. She said, we got to go for it. You got to go for it. Let's do it. Let's get to 56. Well, anyway, after I started taking the patch, I just recently had my evaluation. And she said, let's go. And she was excited. Let's go see if we got 56. Y'all, I hit a 62.
Come on, sir.
My goodness. She said, what are you doing? She gave me her card, she wants to know about it. And it's changed my life. She wanted to discharge me from the Oak occupational therapy.
Yeah.
The neurologist said, I had the stroke. All of my lines, whatever they call it, are out of line, out of range. Out of range. And recently I took this a 3-hour test. And when I took that test, they give you all kinds of questions and so forth. I took that test, and after he called me up, he said, the first time he called me, he said, call your family. I want to tell them what you're dealing with, what you're going to go through, and what to expect. But after I took the patches and had a patch X39 on, he called me up the other day. Well, it's been about 2 weeks now. He said, all of your numbers, every line that you had is in range now. Your brain is functioning in this balance, right? And he used the word balance. He said, there's one more that I want to get a little higher. He said, but it's in range.
Oh,
He
come
said,
on.
no, if I wanted to be at a 5, you're at a 4.5.
Wow.
So I can understand that. And so I want everybody to know you need to know about these patches. Let me tell you, you got to try it for yourself. Find out what it can do for you. Because David Smith, man, I tell you right now, you definitely heard the voice of the Lord, and he told you how to. I'm telling you, yeah. Yes, sir.
So, bro, that is amazing. And again, the only thing I can say to people, I don't know what else to say to them and what else they need to hear. You're hearing from real people. You're hearing from real people and that have experienced this. And so as a result of it, all you got to do is take the leap of faith. And it really isn't a real serious leap, because we're telling you, we've given you on this testimonial recording and live stream, we've given you 4 different things that people are dealing with in their lives. And it's not small stuff. We're dealing with high, serious impact stuff that will take people years to recover from, if they recover. And so we're helping you to understand this is how you can help your life or your loved ones' lives. See, the other thing is, you got to think about, there may be people in your life, you know, that need to experience this. And so that's what we want you to do. We want you to know that this is available. And listen, we thank you so very much for taking time and sharing with us, man of God. I really do. I appreciate you for sharing, because we need that testimony. And
Yes.
And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that everybody know how to get this and benefit from it. So God bless you, man. Appreciate you.
Bless you too.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that this blessed you. I hope you will take advantage of this. I gave you the website. And again, all you have to do is go to that website, and I will make sure you get in your hands some of these patches so that you can try for yourself. And from there, you can then see that what we have testified of is true, because you will have experienced it yourself. So God bless you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.